Hey, have you anybody played with clips? We tried to play with it yesterday on iOS today.
Such a cool app.
You like it? All right.
I had it for a week before launch, so I got a lot of stuff with it.
So it is the new Apple Video app. They mentioned it at the event, and that came out finally on Monday. And the problem I have with it is it's kind of a Me Too app in terms of filters and capabilities designed to say, oh, don't use Instagram, don't use Facebook, don't use Snapchat, use ours, and then save it and export it and share it over to those apps. And the only thing that's different to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, Andy, because you obviously like it, the only thing I can see that's different is this auto dictation system.
That's a nice feature. I don't use it because for some reason I can't get it to work the way that I would like.
Well, you can't edit it. So if it makes a mistake,
you can edit it. You tap on it and you can edit it.
Oh, okay. Because I couldn't figure that. That's the other thing. I couldn't figure out a lot of how this stuff works.
I have a guide, Leo. I have an ultimate guide for you.
Oh, good. I'm going to read it.
But I really like the way that this is what I imagine as a classic, like really a classic thing that Apple does really, really well. The idea of, I don't even think of it as like a Snapchat or an Instagram sort of thing. I think of it as a personal version of iMovie, where it's, even when I was just playing around with it, I found it a lot easier to tell the story with this app than with iMovie, because if I'm doing iMovie, I'm thinking that, okay, so let's shoot lots of stuff and let's figure out how it's going to cut together. Whereas if I'm using this app, I found myself saying, okay, here is the box. Hold down the button. Here is the box that just came in the mail today. Release the button. Take the box into the office. Put it on the office. Hold down the button. I think this is the new Heathkit vacuum tube clock that I ordered on eBay the other day. Release the button. Open it up. Take the clock out. Okay, yeah, put down the button. And then basically with no muss and no fuss and not having to overthink things, in 4 minutes you have created a 3.5-minute video with narration that you can then post somewhere. And it isn't an incredibly unique app, I will grant you that, but there are lots of apps that do that almost right, and this is an app that does that exactly right. So this is a really, really wonderful app.
All right, I will retract my pan.
there's two things that are interesting about it. One that I really like, and one that I don't like as much. But they basically created this. This was a video team. It wasn't any social team at Apple. And the thing that they made memories, and they said that people really like memories. A lot of people used it, but they just couldn't tweak it very much. And that was by design. It was meant to be for people whose only feature was a play button. But iMovie was too much for them. If they tried to move it to iMovie, they were just lost. So they wanted to make something in between. And it's almost like that famous Randy Ubelos thing where I went on vacation, I just want to edit together my footage and share it, and it's just too long. It's too hard to do that. And this is it's not to replace Instagram or Snapchat, but it's for that generation. It's for people who just quickly want to make a short video or a clip, and they don't want to necessarily do it on Instagram because then it's an Instagram, or do it in Snapchat.
Right.
And if you look, a lot of people today, they do Instagram, they try to save it to Snapchat, and it doesn't look good. So they just wanted to, exactly what Andy said, to make iMovie for the modern generation. The only problem I have with it is now I feel a little bit of stress to make things better. In Instagram and Snapchat, I just hold the button down and let go, and I'm done.
Right.
But now there's like scenes, and it feels like sometimes it's too much work, and I don't want to invest in it. And I'd rather just press the button and take one photo. But I gave it to my godkids. They're 8 years old and 11 years old to play with, and they loved it. They were using iMovie for iOS, but it was too much for them, so they would just use the trailers. And they love trailers, but everything was the same trailer. And with this, they made like movies of their dog and of their action figures, and they just loved it because they could quickly put together scenes, and then iMessage it to me because my face would pop up right away the live titling will automatically find names you put in it or do face detection based on your photo album and identify those people for sharing. So all you have to do is press the share button.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Who's in it, and then send it to them if you want it.
There's no manual for it, right? I have to read your article. How did
There's a question mark button. So no joke. This is a big tip. I turn on accessibility and I turn on voice over, and then I press every button and it starts telling me what they are. And then I start writing based on them.
Where's the question mark button?
If you go to the
I see in the upper right-hand corner there. Okay. Yeah. So that's the manual. Clips help. All right. I should have read this before we talked about it yesterday because I didn't know, for instance, you could edit the text, and now I can. And now that you've got a review, I've got the place to go.
Yeah. It really is editing that sets it apart. I mean, when the way I described it, it doesn't sound that different from Instagram, where again you can just record in bursts at a time. But the idea that every time I'm holding down a burst, I'm creating a separate clip that can then be individually moved around or deleted when I rethink something, or as is the case of I haven't actually posted anything yet because there's something that I did create one thing with the idea of posting it when it was finished. I still need to shoot one thing in Boston when I go into town tomorrow, so I can actually say, okay, well, no, I should finish it by when I'm standing right there. That's how I'll finish it. You don't think with Instagram, you think of it as I'm standing here. I'm going to do this all in 30 seconds and then go away. I'm not going to have much control over what does it. It gives me just as much control over it as I would like to, again, redo a boo-boo without having to redo everything.